There we go. All right. That should work. Tush, tush, tush.
Brr.
Where?
Ah,
Oh, yeah? I think it works. Hello. All right. My God. We're a little late, but we're down the guy. We're down Mr. Nin. He's out for the night. So,
It's got your screen showing as well.
Oh yeah, what do we got there? It's
oh,
a
I got the thing. Cool.
Sundial, sun god
I
up
got
there.
the other spot. I guess we can take those out. There we go. That's all better. Could probably even stretch it, eh? Welcome, welcome. Hey, that works. There we go. Oh, UPN Gaming Under the Pale Moon Homebrew game we play Sunday nights from a loose 9:30. It's almost 10 to 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. We only got 3 guys this week, but we're going to play with what we have. And
we're the best ones. So.
Yeah, the best. This is the best group. So
The best at something. I don't know if it's
We are the
played.
best of the best of the best. We are Top Gun.
Sir,
Sir, yes, sir.
with honors.
Oh man, what did we do last week? My God, holy crap, we did a lot of stuff. We went through a library. After the Scorpions, we went through a library. And we looked around in there and we found some Mr. Jackson found some objects in the back room on some mummies that he took. We also found
It just sounded weird. Found some objects in the back room.
objects in the back room. Also found a water elemental and dealt with him by smoke screening him and running past. That was awesome. After that, we made our way down, I believe, into the room with the golden keys, where we took the right hallway and ran into a gelatinous cube.
Yes, I did for sure. So did Branthron.
Which was hilarious for me. Made your way through that and into a room that looked like it was at one time a small temple room or dedicated to one of the previous gods. In there you found some items, a golden mask, a bow, a broken obelisk, signs of the past in this room. And you were hanging out doing things in there. You pulled an arrow out of the wall and whatnot. Continued down till we got to what looked like a dead-end room with a magical circle in the middle. The magical circle itself was identified as being, I think, conjuration magic, and Jackson related it back to the Dragonborn somehow. From that, you guys were looking around, found a hole at the back of the room, and through it, after pulling away some bricks that had been there for a long, long time, found a larger room with the reliefs of some sun faces on the wall and light bouncing back and forth. From sun face to sun face, we stopped there. We were exploring the room, figuring out where to go, which way the Dragonborn went, and what was going on at that point. And that's where we...
You guys were asking about healing.
There was a lot of need for healing, I think, yeah.
A lot of people were like, licking their wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 19 hit.
I got to see what I'm at here. I can load my guy up here.
Good idea. I'll jump over here as well.
I'm like sitting here going, I'm ready to go home, guys. I don't know about you. But I miss adventuring in our world. Demons or no demons, I enjoy walking around our world.
Oh, what's Kara got left? We are down to...
Go to the other planes, they said. Have fun, they said.
She's got a couple third level cure wounds, and she has 1/4. Who wants cure?
I'm at 27, 27 hit points. So,
Branthron?
Yeah, I'm at 19. So
Let's get Branthron some stuff.
yeah.
All right, so there's an extra 13, and then we'll do it again for an extra 18 on top of that.
does she have one more or no?
I can do a 4th.
If you want to throw that my way,
All right.
I'll take it.
13.
13.
That's
Well,
about
better
it.
than nothing, I guess.
Mr. Seabass, welcome. He's there.
Might be able to dungeon dwellers. Yeah.
That's all her healing. She heals you up the best she can.
Thanks, Kara. Appreciate it. You're awesome. Sorry we dragged you into this.
Oh, it gives you the healing she can as you guys are looking about the room, exploring and trying to make what you can of the magical circle. Nobody's here. It's empty. You found the room at the back. Look again like nobody's been through there in a long time. Opened it up and looked inside. A few of you spend some time to heal up. Get back anything you got hurt from the gelatinous cube room and before that. There we go. What do you wish to do or look at?
The faces, they look just like that guy there, or is it like different expressions on their faces?
Look like that guy there. So there's carved reliefs of suns. A long rectangular room featuring stone faces of what appears to be a sun or multiple suns along the walls. Beams of light about 2 foot in diameter run from one face on the left wall to another on the right wall. The beams, however, change direction to which stone face they run to every little bit with no discernible pattern that you can tell so far. So think of a long room. You got a long hallway or a rectangular room, somewhere on the right, somewhere on the left, and the first one will shoot over to the one over, I don't know, like the last one, and then it'll switch. It'll shoot over to the first one. It'll switch, shoot over to the third one, and
Does it make any noise?
all the ones on the one side will shoot over to the ones on the other side. Do they make noise? Maybe like a little slight click or something like that. It's just when
just like the mechanism. Or
they
whatever.
flick around, but that's about it.
Humming with energy or anything.
No.
What's at the far end of the room?
At the far end of the room, a raised stone slab sits on the floor. So you get a circle at the far end of the room, just a little bit raised out, maybe a good half foot, like 6 inches or so. Seems to be about 20 feet in diameter.
With the circle on it?
Well, it is a circle, so like a circle.
it is a circle.
Yeah, a circle platform.
Oh, circle slab.
Yeah.
6 inches high by 20 foot. Oh, okay, cool. Just reading the chat there.
Oh shit! What do you got? Oh, we got people by.
Andre is thinking of ideas for their group's second campaign.
Well, there you go. Steal our
they're
ideas,
here.
Andre.
They're here stealing stuff from you that we keep stealing from DDOs.
Borrow them, man.
By all means.
Get some ideas. That's how you play D&D, man. We're doing desert kind of thing right now.
Okay, does it look like these things are protecting something? Like,
Looking the length of the room, you don't see much else in here. A bunch of dust, a little cobweb here and there. These shafts of light that keep flickering back and forth through these carved reliefs. And like I said, at the far end, this large raised platform, whatever it is, why it's there, who knows. It's quiet. It hasn't been used in a long, long time.
Kai, does this look like this might be some sort of trap set up here?
Oh, yeah. Kai turns to you. He goes, well, yeah. It's definitely some kind of trap. He goes, I don't know what the light does or what the light triggers, but yeah, it's a heck of a trap.
Is there a pebble or something we can pick up off the floor to throw it across the lake?
Sure. Kai will do it. Kai will walk over. He'll pick up a little rock or something, throw it shoom, into the light. He watches it go into the beam of light and just quickly dissolve. You can smell smoke, and you no longer see the pebble itself.
Okay.
Well, that was interesting.
I think Jackson's still back in the other room. He's looking at the thing on the ground, the magical circle.
I'm sorry, I missed it. It disappeared.
Burnt
It
up.
just
It burnt up. Are the beams, how high up on the wall are the beams?
Beams are, I think I had them about a good foot or so off the ground. Then they're about 2.5 feet tall from there.
And they go up 2 to 3 feet. Okay, so they're like right in the middle of everything. How close to the ceiling are they?
Not close to the ceiling.
So they're kind of random, eh?
Mm-hmm.
No pattern at all to them?
You watch for a little bit. They tend to flick back and forth here and there all over. You can't really get a pattern or a way they're repeating.
Do they start at our end and go to the other end and then repeat?
No, they won't like go down the length of the hall and then come back. They'll just all be going at different times at different patterns. So there's got to be about, let me see, did I write how many? I think about 6.
Six beams total, but how many are active at one time?
All of them.
They're all active.
Yeah,
okay.
they just
so
switch to where they, yeah.
Okay.
I want to try and do I don't know if you want it as an intelligence or a perception to see if I can discern a pattern for how they're going.
All right.
What do you want, perception or intelligence?
Go what in your favor. Whatever's in your favor. It doesn't matter.
All right. 23.
23 is really, really good.
Really in your favor.
There is no, like I said, there's no real discernible pattern. But I guess there would have to technically be over time. It would take a long time to cycle through. It doesn't repeat at any one point.
You know, wait, like I'm staring at this thing for 5 minutes.
Okay, all right.
If it's more than 5 minutes, I determine there's not a pattern I can get.
Okay, all right. Not a pattern you can get.
Got it. I don't see any kind of pattern.
Well, we've tried, guys. Looks like we're normal.
Peg it in.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try throwing someone through. Maybe they'll last longer than the stone.
I picked a dwarf. He's just easiest to throw.
Never toss a dwarf.
I wasn't gonna toss him. I was gonna kind of just I don't know, lob him.
I'm a pretty heavy dwarf. I don't know.
Okay. Could a timed run make it from one end to the other without being hit, or no?
No, because there's no discernible pattern.
No athletics. No possibility of athletics.
Oh, you could do athletics. Now, a run, no, because there's no time when they're off. There's no time when it's
okay. So it's not
off.
intermittent.
But if you were to run and jump, you could jump over one beam. However, when you land, if one flicks from one side to the other on an angle, it could hit you, right?
So it's not like that wind trap last night, eh? Where sometimes it's off, but as soon as you step in, it blows you across the room. That was bad.
This one will blow you into a different plane of existence.
Exactly. Well, maybe.
I don't know how
Maybe.
they coded that. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Kylo thinks about jumping over it.
No, I'm just wondering if if it's possible to run. But is there any? Does anybody that has any spells left have something that could slow the beams? Or, yeah, I guess slow is the only thing that we could have them do.
I want to try something first. I'm going to create an illusion of just a ball that I want to send rolling across the beams to see what happens.
Okay.
When the ball comes in contact, the illusionary ball comes in contact with the beams.
Okay.
Good idea, considering doesn't seem to be a lot of magic in this world.
So what happens when the illusion crosses the light barrier?
All right, create a ball, and you roll it down. The illusionary ball itself is not made out of anything particular. It doesn't burn up or anything like that. It just continues down the hall. The light beams still interact. They still flicker. They still go back and forth. They're not attracted to it or anything like that. The ball passes harmlessly through until the far end.
Definitely no intelligence tied to it. What was our other options here? On outside the room, was there a hallway? Or was this the end of the hallway?
Yeah, you came to a fork in the road. To the right, which you thought was the way that was open, they had actually reversed it, was the gelatinous cube in the other room, the temple-like room. To the left was the way they actually went. They came into this room. Jackson saw a magical circle. We tied the magical circle to conjuration magic. At first we thought they were summoning something. Then we thought, oh wait, this might be teleportation magic. Although we tied it to Dragonborn.
Yeah, but we were pretty sure it was teleportation magic.
Yeah. So maybe the Dragonborn had come this way. They had gone. We couldn't follow. We found an extra way to go, but it's pretty damn trapped.
What's beyond the raised slab?
Did you do a perception recently?
I don't remember. I can
do one. Yeah. You saw the one at the back. You saw the raised slab.
15.
All right. Above the raised slab in the back wall, another image of a sun, very, very large, and a lot of other carving in the rock, like not images or anything like that, but like lines and geometric shapes, whatnot.
Nothing that looks like a hallway or a protruding wall that there might be something that slipped behind to another hallway or door.
From where you can see, no.
Okay. Well, damn, boys, we don't have much things that we can do here.
Well, okay, so this... It's only...
You got your hammer, right?
Ground, right?
So basically,
yes, I have my hammer.
A full
You have
foot.
your hammer.
Yeah, a full foot off the ground till it starts, and about 2.5 feet up from there. So maybe 3.5 feet.
How far are we from the first face?
As close as you want to get. It doesn't go like the worst it can do is go even from left to right. It can't.
Yeah, I know, but how far are we when we enter the room? How far are we from the where the head
about
starts?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw in. What if you throw your hammer at the first one and break the face, or go and hit it with it? See if that stops it, because we could just stop these things.
And what if
While I'm saying that, while I'm saying that, I'm glancing at Kai and going, "Would that be? Can we break the trap?"
Yeah, Kai's like, well, it's nothing like distraction. I mean,
I'm not saying hit the beam. I'm saying hit the face. Like,
does anybody have a mirror?
No. I did, but it burned up.
Guy, do you have a mirror in your rogue's toolkit?
he's gonna look around.
Does that shiny shield? Does Jackson still have that shiny shield, or did he lose that one?
Honestly, that's what I was wondering, but he's not here, and I don't
He had
know.
that mirror shield that he.
He did have something at one time. I'm just checking
the shield of Perseus.
His sheet, if he has it on. He just has the word shield. I'm not sure what it is. I don't remember 100% all his stuff.
Because I know he deflected something with that shield before, but I don't know if that's the same shield he still has.
Being a rogue, yes, Kai will have a mirror. He'll have access to a mirror. Won't be large, but
What I'd like to do, Kai, and let me know if this doesn't work for you, because there's a risk to your mirror.
Put your hand in front of the beam with the mirror.
I'll use my telekinesis
Oh, okay.
to carry the mirror in front of the beam to see what happens when the beam hits the mirrored surface.
Just aim it the other way, okay?
Yeah, I was going to aim it back at the.
At the party? Perfect.
all right, you can use telekinesis. Kyle will
Back at
supply the mirror.
face, I know, I heard, I get what
The
you
mirror itself, of
Brandon's
course.
gonna hide behind the doorway. He's gonna go back.
All right, he supplies the mirror. You use telekinesis. You can move the mirror with your mind throughout the room. As you do, you can move it past the sun shafts. When you do, of course, it cuts that sun shaft to where it goes through, and it can redirect it wherever you want it to go, right? Before it flickers and goes to a different direction, and then you got to remove the mirror to hit that shaft again. The mirror itself, though, of course, he's not carrying a full-sized mirror, and these are pretty big beams, so it does redeflect the light. It does stop the light from passing through, type thing.
Well, I'm trying to, because when it hits,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's causing the disintegration or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I point that disintegration back to its source?
Oh, I see what you want to do. Okay, yeah. All right.
To
In
try
that-
and destroy the source?
Okay, fair enough. In that case, using the telekinesis, you move the mirror into the first beam of light as it goes vertically right across. When it's timed to come back and hit right across, you hit it with the mirror. The mirror redeflects the light back towards the face on the left-hand wall. You will see it will do damage to the stone structure. It will do what looks like a large amount of radiant-type damage back to it, exploding the stone in the wall, destroying that first sun. The sunlight does then fade in the first one.
Oh, is it all of it or just that one?
Just the first one.
Okay. What's
I'm
in
gonna
there?
Stone.
What did you say? Sorry.
You said what's in there?
No, I said what's in there. He said something else.
Oh.
I was going to say I'm going to repeat the process for the other beams of light.
All right, he uses telekinesis, just moving the mirror, moving the rogue's mirror up and down, deflecting the light back at its source. As it flickers, we got to wait kind of until the pattern is right, but as it does, it explodes one by one down the hallway until all the stone suns are broken. You can hear the explosion of the rock on each one, followed by the rubble to the ground. After that, the room is clear. Before you, the hallway is laid out.
What's in the busted faces now?
Well, it's just the wall. So, like, it would...
It completely
yeah.
destroyed the relief that was there?
Yeah, it would destroy the relief, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so there's no, crystal or anything that's in there?
No crystal.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I will,
Smash that.
I will walk. I'm going to walk through there and walk up to the edge of the circle and not step on the circle.
All right, you walk up and step to the edge of the circle, just looking at the circle. The circle itself is about 20 by 20, giant circle on the floor, raised about 6 inches off the ground. From previous dealings and whatnot, no, I won't say that yet, but it has another image of a sun upon it. The entire
On the center?
Yeah, the center of it, the entire thing.
Is it different than the other ones?
Seems the same pattern. So same sun face, but about 20 foot diameter on this thing on the ground, pointing straight up.
I'll do an investigation on the material and see if it's breakable or movable.
Okay.
While
Go
he's
for it.
doing that, I'm going to do a history check to see
Mhm.
if it relates to the old gods that we've seen.
Okay.
I got a natural 20,
Damn.
All right. I got a 10.
21.
All right, Branthrin, you recognize this as this is an elevator. The thing moves.
I knew it.
I recognize
thought-
this.
This thing's an elevator. It's up and down.
Do we step on the nose for it to move?
Tap it with your what?
Tap it with our foot like a
Tap,
Dark
tap.
Souls elevator. Anyways, I rolled a 10 for history investigation on it.
All right. The 10 does not come up with anything. You can't see anything directly relating to the sun other than the eclipses that we had earlier.
Okay.
Are they up for an elevator ride? Oh my god. Bless you.
All the ancient dust.
Yeah. And okay, so is there a shaft above us? Like, is it open above us, or is it? Because I'm assuming that it has to go down.
There is no shaft above you. It would have to go down. That's correct.
Okay. Do we want to test that theory? Maybe it's a trap. It's a trap elevator. It goes up into the ceiling, squishing us all. Gullible adventurers. They think it's an elevator. No, it's a vice. Anyway, so while we're discussing whether we're gonna go down the elevator, I want to check that back wall. Is there any, like those carvings? Do they look like language, or do they look like
All right.
just
Make,
geometric shapes?
make your way around to the back wall. You're just yourself. They're looking at the platform and whatnot. You look up at this thing, and there's a face at the top of a sun. And you're looking at it, and there's some carvings here and there. There's some geometric shapes that look like rectangles and other lines here and there, but it's not words or anything like that, or a mural. It's odd. It's like every other rock or so is carved a different way.
And is there anything interesting about the back wall? Like, does it open up? Like, is there an opening? Is there?
What do you want to use to determine?
I don't know. I could do another.
level.
I could do another perception. I did it 15 earlier, but I could do that.
What you get? You got 15 on the original?
Yeah. Yeah, if we take the 15, I got a 7 on the second roll. So.
All right, using the 15, you look at it for a little bit and just kind of follow the patterns and whatnot. And then as you kind of step back and you look and everything, you see the sun at the top. There's some squares and some rectangles in the middle, which could form that image of a chest. On the right and the left could form hands, and at the bottom could form feet.
All right, the hands are where?
The right and
left?
left of the statue, yeah. Kind of folded
Right.
in,
Yeah, and there's chest in the middle,
like a chest in the middle,
and feet at the bottom.
feet at the bottom. Legs, feet at the bottom. No,
So it looks like a carving of a being,
being, yeah.
and we haven't seen this image.
No, you have not come across that before.
Clairvel, what do you make of this? It's not like it's scratched. It's rubbed out pretty good, but it looks like the sun has a body form. It's a being with a sun head. Or Kara, maybe she has some sort of
Yeah, I'm trying. I got nothing.
planar knowledge or anything or something.
All right, that's fair. Kara is a cleric of the sun, of the light. Let's do a little. What do we got here for her? Oh, she got 19. She says, obviously, it doesn't look like an idol or anything that they worshipped. It's big. It's menacing the way it's made. It's made with strength. Could be a guardian.
But it's got a sun for the head.
You think it's an implied guardian, or do you think it was a physical guardian at some point? Like, is it there as a more of a warding off warning type of thing, or do you think it's like down below you're gonna run into this guy and he's gonna mess you up type of thing?
I think it's a warding.
Warning? Oh, boarding?
Warding, yeah.
Wish we knew more about where we are. Come into this place, we walk into a big temple, and we haven't found a person that speaks anything. They're all evil. They all want to kill us. Set traps for us. We don't even have any fairies chasing us. We can't even capture a fairy to ask anything.
Definitely no NPCs so far.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, he died.
what was that?
Liam disconnected by
Oh,
accident.
Liam died. Okay.
Probably
Paper.
something.
The paper clip broke. We should maybe go down the elevator. If you guys think it's, if you guys have checked it out while I've been looking at this with Kara.
So Branthorn looks at it, and he, being a dwarf and his masonry and his background, he determines this is some kind of elevator. This thing moves. There's no no passage up. That's for sure. It's got to go down. You turn around. You're like, maybe we should use this. You don't see any lever. How are you going to use it?
Is
With my
there?
natural 20, do I get to notice any buttons or anything in the sun face or anything we can press or?
Definitely doesn't seem to be a lever or a button or anything like that. Natural 20 is amazing. You look around, you look into the intricate carved work in that, and nothing's disguised as a switch or a button.
All the stuff that broke down the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
like all those faces and that. Is there some rubble laying around?
Oh, tons of rubble, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a couple of good-looking, heavier pieces.
Okay.
Maybe 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
And bring them over and set them on the platform and see if it's just a weight
Okay. That's a good idea.
ratio thing.
All right, you do
Does
so.
Does it start to shift?
It does not.
Does not start to shift. Okay.
We all look at you and go, "What was that?"
I'm seeing if it's a weighted mechanism.
He's placing
step-
rocks.
It's balanced so that it sits here. Then when something steps on it, it lowers down.
Yeah.
You guys never used a non-electric elevator before?
No, electric.
You're just making up words, aren't you?
I am. These words are fun. Okay, let's say non-magical elevator before.
No, it's not weight. You put some decent weight on there, it's not moving.
Here, take those rocks back off so that they don't trip us when we get on the elevator. Anybody know a international or interplanar word for descend? I know Leviosa is like to go up.
Oh man.
Now somebody in the chat's gonna say no, it's Leviosa.
Branthorn checks it out pretty good. Even Kyle come
Hang on
over.
a minute.
Kai gives it a look at. He can't see any physical mechanism. Assuming at that point, then it must be magical.
And we probably needed those laser beams to make it. Those magic beams.
God Pharaoh says go down.
Oh, hey, wait, you have telekinesis.
Yeah.
Can you interact with it psychically?
How do you want me to interact with it?
I don't know. I don't do these things.
Telekinesis isn't like
Bippity boppity boo the thing.
Just like
Yeah.
Well, Kai will then ask if you think it was the suns or anything like that, and this thing has an image of the sun. Does anybody have light?
I don't have anything to make. Well, other than never.
create illusion of fire.
All right.
Like
Create-
a sun.
No,
Or just
it's
fire?
minor illusion.
Minor illusion. Create an illusion of fire. It lights up. How much light would it shed, roughly? Would it like be a torch, equivalent of a torch?
It's the equivalent of torch, but let me double check.
All right.
The image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect.
Oh, it can't.
No, it just uses the light that's here. So I'll just take out a torch.
Okay. All right.
Like a torch.
Take out a
Yeah, we have
torch.
those ever bright torches or whatever they're ever lit.
Light up a torch. What do you want to do with it? Just hold it.
Move it around, see if I can figure out where there's a light sensor or something.
Okay. Start moving the torch about. Is there anywhere specifically you want to place it or shed it on?
Yes.
Go for the eyes, boo.
Hold it by where the sun is, like
Okay.
at the head,
On the wall or on the platform on the ground?
on the wall.
On the wall. All right. You move it up and you get a nice torch up to the wall. Hold it up until you light up pretty much the sundial on the wall in its entirety. You see the light reflect off it, almost like picking up sparkles in the stone, maybe little chips of quartz or something like that built into the stone itself, until you start to hear a small grinding, which turns into a larger grinding. Chunks of dust and little bits of rubble start to fall out of the wall as the wall itself begins to open up and move. The sun forms a face that kind of falls forward and then rises up as the carved square fists themselves pull free from the wall. The legs to follow as this thing
Oh crap!
moves itself out of the wall and starts to freeform in the room before you.
It's a monster.
It's going to take
Is
a
it
bit.
monster?
Yeah, it's going to be a construct, a giant stone construct coming out of the wall. What do you want to
What-
do as it starts to pull out of the wall?
Hey gang, what do you say we jump on this elevator and see if it just lets go with us all on it?
Okay.
Scurry onto the elevator.
Yep.
Do you have the torch?
I have the torch.
Holding the torch upright as you make your way onto the elevator, same thing. The light reflects below onto the relief of the face on the raised dais, causing it to start to free and lower. The platform itself begins to descend as the floor gives way to open darkness below.
Who's gonna win? The the thing coming out of the wall or the movement of the elevator?
The 20 by 20 round, large stone disc that you're on begins to descend downward into darkness. The area around the elevator shaft itself is past your dark vision range, leaving only the light that you're currently guiding this thing down with above your head. The platform itself seems to hang on a magical air current as it descends to the darkness below. However, suddenly from above, the creature has fully pulled itself out of the wall and manages to jump down the shaft before landing with a hard impact on the elevator below. It barely does shift, but it does shift a little bit, enough just to kind of cause you to wobble a bit as he lands before you on this thing.
Down.
What's that?
Weebles wobble, but we don't fall down.
You got it.
If only a Triton could do like a gust of wind, blow him off the platform.
Gust of wind spell.
Whatever that is, that the thing where he booms people back 5 feet.
'Tis true. Initiative roll at that point as this thing follows you. It jumps down the pit. It starts following. You go down on the elevator. You start going down, but it's already out of the wall. Jumps. Boom. Lands down below. It just kind of stands up, fully formed. This thing.
14.
I got an 8.
I got a 16.
Nice. Oh, I'm going to put that here. we're going to put him there. Okay, let's go with 20 on Kai and Kara.
Show offs.
16 for Branthrin. 14 for
Okay.
Clairval.
Yeah.
12 for Creature.
What'd Jackson get?
10 for Jackson.
And me at the end with an 8.
Kai, look at the end. All right. This thing jumps down and just takes you by surprise as it's activated from the wall. Kai himself will take out his weapon, stand, position to attack this thing. He's going to go for it. He's got people around, so it's in his favor. Actually, I got to use his thing here. There we go. Got his sheet right there. Perfect. Oh, nice hit. Holy crap. Got a 26 to hit. Non-natural. Does 10 damage, but he's got people around him, so he can do a sneak attack. For additional 14.
Nice having a ninja with us.
Yeah, man. As Kai runs over and starts attacking this thing the best he can. Kara is low on spells. She's going to delay for now. Branthrin. Branthrin, before you, was a gigantic stone construct. His head made out of a stone sun. Himself with big stone balled fists. And very geometric standing type pattern.
Okay. I'm going to. Am I able to?
Pick 'em in the pebbles.
Knowing rock and whatnot, am I able to figure out where a weak spot is, or is it there is no weak spot?
That's a good question. It's not a bad one either. I'll give you advantage on your attack with that to hit a weak spot, being
Okay.
your background and rolling a natural 20 just a second ago.
All right, I will throw with a 28
wow.
to hit.
There you go.
And that is 14 damage.
All right.
And my hammer comes back to my hand, swinging it again with a 25 to hit
Wow. Yeah.
and 11 damage.
All right. Branthrin whips his hammer at this stone object, knowing exactly where to hit this thing in various weak spots, doing the most damage he can, type thing. That's awesome. All right. Do fantastic damage with that big bludgeoning damage hammer. Clarel.
All right. He can see right through you. He knows your every weakness. Vicious Mockery, give me a wisdom saving throw.
13.
Nope. 5 points of psychic damage, disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Disadvantage. Nice. Creature himself, as he lands on there and stands upright in this kind of form, he's still got these geometric type fists and feet like that. He will essentially cast a spell. You see him kind of do a little motion, and then on each side of him come into being these two other stone faces, one on the right, one on the left, kind of above his shoulders, floating up in the air. Stone faces themselves kind of hover there. The one on the right, after coming in, will cast a spell.
Heal party. Good job. It's a benevolent spirit.
Good job. All right.
And he yells out, "Please don't hit me anymore.
Friendly.
I want the friendly."
Up to 6 creatures in a 40-foot area. Wisdom saving throw. So, wisdom saving throw from everybody on the platform.
11.
I also got 11.
5.
I think we all failed.
Let me do Jackson's just for fun. Wisdom. Oh, he's got a -1. He gets a. Oh, he rolled an 8. He got a 17. Jackson's okay. And we'll do a Kai Kara together for wisdom using. All right, they're okay. All right, so those characters are okay. You guys have failed. You were slow. So, an affected character's speed is halved. You take -2 penalty to AC and Dex saving throw. You cannot use reactions.
Like I need any lower AC.
On your turn, you can use either an action or a bonus action, but not both, regardless of your abilities or magic items. You cannot make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during your turn. If you attempt to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a 20. 11 or higher, the spell does not affect until the creature's next turn. And the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. Creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So at the end of your turn, you can reroll.
Okay.
Okay, so the one on, we'll say the one on the right, cast slow. The one on the left seems to charge up and shoot down a beam of light at one of the people. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of us, I believe. So we'll do 6 with NPCs. So I'll just go in order. Kai, Kara 1, 2, Branthrin 3, Clairval 4, Jackson 5, Kylo 6. 3. Branthrin.
Of course.
Branthrin, a beam of sunlight is being cast upon you. Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
15.
15, nice. Okay, you make the Constitution saving throw. You take half of the incoming damage, and you are not blind.
Thank God. Even I wasn't blinded by the light.
You were not blinded by the light.
Blinded by the light.
24 damage, so half is 12. You take 12 radiant damage as this thing blasts you from the left shoulder, the sun. Jackson's turn. If you want Jackson to do anything in particularly, you let me know. Otherwise, I will just find something on a sheet to do.
Yeah, whatever that thing is that booms the thing 10 feet back, or 5 feet back.
Is booming...
Booming something or
Booming
other.
blade?
Is it booming blade or is it? There's a different
That
one.
is booming blade.
Let me just check what he has. Now, he doesn't have... Yeah, he does. Okay, never mind. Okay, so where's his booming blade? I think it comes from his weapon. It's not an actual spell. There it is. Okay, I see it. I got it. Ooh, good roll. 20. Not natural,
Nice.
but he did it. So, we do 9 points of thunder. Nine points of thunder, and where's his booming blade? I can look it up if it's not here. I know that it has to. Here we go. Severe weather alert. I just got a notification. That's crazy. One action. Okay, you brandish a weapon to use these things against one creature on a hit. The target suffers a weapon's attack and is sheathed in a booming energy. If the target moves 5 feet or more, takes the thunder damage. Okay.
Okay, that's not the spell that we wanted, but whatever. It
Yeah,
will affect him.
Okay, that one does affect him, but that's not what we were thinking. Maybe lightning lure. That pulls him forward, though.
He does something that pushes them back. Maybe it's would it be his no, not prestidigitation.
I thought it was booming blade too, but it's not.
I forget what it is. There's something that he does because it pushes them back 5 feet because it knocks them away from people.
True. I don't
Unless
know
it
what
was just shield bash.
Could have been shield bash. Lightning lure pulls him towards. He's got thunder wave.
Maybe it was Thunderwave.
That would hurt all you though.
Yeah.
All right. Regardless, that's Jackson. Jackson did booming blade. If it moves, it takes the thunder damage. If I remember correctly, though, where's his booming blade? That was under under his action. Booming blade. I know he gets way more than that. That was a melee attack. Oh, it counts as a melee attack. I see.
Yeah.
All right, and he usually does attack too, I think.
What level is he?
He's 8th.
Is it at 5th level? Melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target on hit, and the target takes what? And the damage the target takes for moving increases to 2d8. Okay, that's just adds on.
Okay. Right now, we're just gonna boom blade him. We don't know him well enough.
Oh
Kylo.
yeah, it's Thunderwave that we were looking for because
Thunderwave?
it automatically pushes
Yeah,
10
but
feet away.
that'll hurt us all though.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube. Okay.
Kylo,
What do I do? I have a pointy stick. I guess I'm gonna. Well, and I'm slowed, so I can only do 1 melee attack.
Yeah.
I guess I will slash it with the.
Oh shit! It's at the end of your turn. Yeah, you roll again. Okay. Do your slash.
What?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
sorry.
slash.
For the reroll. Reroll's at the end of your turn. So when you're done your turn, reroll your save.
Reroll. It was a wisdom save.
I'll look it up. I think so.
Yeah, I think it was wisdom. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll attack with the katana.
Nice.
That would be an 18.
All right, 18 to hit. You hit him. Give him katana damage.
10 plus 4. So that's 5 and. So 5 slashing damage and 2 frost damage.
All right. Okay.
And then I'll roll my wisdom save. Ooh, wisdom save. 19 on the roll, so it's plus 2, 21 plus 1, 22.
You're no longer slowed.
Yeah!
Yeah. Top of the round. All right.
Until I get slowed again.
Kai and Kara. Kai was fine. Kai did not get slowed. So Kai, again, well, he's attacking pretty damn good, so we're going to continue. He's just going to do his rapier attack. Of 19 to hit with his damage of 7 plus his sneak of 12. 19 altogether. Kai does some big damage to the thing as he lights it up with the katana. Boop, boop, boop. Kara's waiting if you need her for anything. She doesn't have much left in the way of spells. Branthrin.
I'm going to aim and wave my hands down. I will obviously throw my hammer.
Go for it.
27 to hit. That's 7. It's 12 damage.
How much? 10?
12.
Oh, 12. Got it.
I'm going to throw my hammer again. There's a 13 hit.
13 will not.
Not aggressive. And then I gotta do a wisdom saving throw.
Go for it.
Savage. 3.
I see that now. All right, you're still slowed. All right. Oh, wait a minute. He did 2 attacks, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I can't do 2 attacks.
Correct. Sorry, my bad.
Well, the second one didn't hit anyways, so.
Okay. Good. All right. All right, that's Branthrin. Awesome. Clarel. Clarel, you're slowed.
I don't think you understand who you're messing with. Vicious mockery.
Nice.
Like, slow vicious mockery. It's not real vicious.
16.
16. No, you need 17. 2. 3 points of psychic damage, disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Ugh. All right. Creature itself, disadvantaged. Disadvantaged, but 2 attacks. Okay, he's going to just pummel people because that's what he does. We're going to do the 1 to 6 twice. So we'll figure out who he's going for. He's going for number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Jackson. And the second one is 4, Clairval. So he's going to hit Jackson. He's going to hit Clairval, but he has disadvantage on his attacks. So for... What's that?
Only his first one.
Only his first one. All right, and Jackson was the first one, so...
I noticed.
All right, he's still going to hit Jackson with that. He's going to miss. So for the next one, he's going to get 18 to hit Mr. Clairval. I like using the thing on here for larger damage. It's fun. 3. I can't do the plus. That's all right. I'll add it in. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 total.
Okay.
He's going to slam you with stone fists. Down for 15. We got to do a roll here for spells. Where are we at? Okay. And for the sunbeam. Okay. The sun do not react. The one on the right and the left, they don't react this turn. Looks like maybe they're recharging. Jackson. What do we want Jackson to do? What do we got here? We got... He's got his... Sword burst. Oh, what's his sword burst? We'll look it up real fast. Nope, you don't want to do that. Okay, with Jackson, we'll do... I believe Gleaming Longsword? Let's do that. It's a nice hit. 13, he's not going to get it. Guy moved, so he took the thunder damage. I'll do the Booming Blade again. 17, and if he moves, he'll take extra thunder damage as well. Okay. Alright, Jackson's doing some moves there. Best I can do. I know somewhere I have a complete list of how he plays, but I don't want to look it up right now. That's okay. Kylo.
Just think what a logical person would do and then do the opposite.
There you go.
Exactly. And put some spice on it.
I'm going to look up in the thing while Kylo goes here. I know he has something written down.
Okay, I'm going to attack him again. That's going to be a 15.
A 15's not going to hit him. Being stone.
I thought a 14 hit him last time.
Did I screw that up? You get a free hit last time.
All right. Second swing, because I'm not slowed anymore.
Oh yeah, I didn't roll my slow save. Oh well, we'll assume I failed.
That's a 17.
17 will get him.
Okay. That's gonna be 6 points of slashing damage and 6 points of frost damage.
There you go. Okay. All right, nice. Okay.
Make your predictions, folks, on that little. I know it's it's a generic one, but.
All right, we got
It's
Kylo, Kai, and Carrot. Let's go back here to Kai. Do some damage with him.
Get some channel points.
12 plus 9. All right.
21.
21. Blackjack. All right. Kai goes in again. He's lighting it up. Kara's just gonna wait for any opportunity to do what she can do. Branthrin, at the end of your last turn, you can roll your save again. I'll give you your save for your last turn before your actual turn here. So it was a wisdom save. You got 10? Alright, so not enough. She's still slowed, so you can do one action.
Alright, I'm gonna swing my hammer at him.
Go for it.
Definitely not gonna hit with a 12.
Alright, Branthrin's trying to hit away with...
I'm not good with
Hey, re-roll your wisdom save now for this turn.
a 1.
Oh no!
That's awesome. All right, he's going nowhere. He's still slowed. All right, Clairval.
He's now a statue.
Clairval, if you want to roll it for your last turn, you can. If you assume you fail, then
18.
okay. So you're not slowed. Nice. Start of your turn. You're not slowed.
Okay. So we've just got the one big one that's swinging at us, right?
The one guy in the middle, the big construct, is trying to hammer you with his stone fists.
Yeah.
To his right and to his left, there's these two suns floating over his shoulders. One casts slow, one casts sunbeam. They seem to have not been able to do it last turn. Perhaps they have to recharge every so odd turns. Maybe they can cast.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to push one of them telekinetically into the golem.
Okay.
So, strength saving throw.
5.
Nope. So I push it into the golem. I don't know if it'll do anything to it, but
Okay. All right. So you telekinetically move it and kind of throw it, boom, into the golem itself. All right.
Yep.
Do you want to do anything else this turn?
nope, that's all I got.
Okay.
Is this the slowest elevator ever?
It's been 18 seconds, you big baby.
Yeah, it's only 6 seconds. Give me which sun did you want to move? The one that did slow or the one that did sunbeam?
The one that did sunbeam.
Okay, nice. All right, creature's turn. So this is ready to go. This has one more. All right. On the creature's turn, the one on the left, the one that does slow, you will see will cast it again. He casts down below on everybody. Everybody do a wisdom saving throw for the new slow.
I'm slowed again.
All right.
10.
All right, you're slowed again.
I'm sorry, I'm slow to roll. Hold on.
Kai, Kai is this time. And Jackson is
I
not.
got a 16? 16.
All right,
13
you're-
2 plus 1, yeah, 16.
You're not.
Yeah.
All right, so you're okay.
Another
Kai
prediction
is.
up there, folks, if you want to get in on the thing, since Seabass missed out last time.
The other
These
sun,
topics.
the one that got pushed, the one that does sunbeam, was pushed into the statue itself, causing it to be, disoriented, off balance, whatever. It does nothing. It ends up hitting it, bumping into it, trying to right itself, move itself around, and come back. Doesn't do anything at that point. When he comes back, he just kind of comes back and he's shaking around. If he would have cast, maybe that interrupted his cast. We don't know 100%, but he didn't cast anything this turn. Creature himself is still, he's not affected too much by that thing hitting him. He's a giant rock statue. He's going to come down with full force on 2 characters. First one being number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, Clairval. Second one being number 1, Kai. Does he had disadvantage this round?
Nope.
No, he does not. All right. So he's coming down on Clairval for his slam of 22 to hit.
That'll hit. A little bit.
A little bit. I'll do it manually. $17 points of damage.
Okay.
Next one on Kai. Be doing 26 to hit.
That's the best you can do.
11, 12, 13 on Kai. We'll take that off there. All right. He takes some damage from that hit as well. That's creature. Mr. Jackson. What do we got on Jackson here? Where is his? I know he can attack and then he can shield bash. I remember he could do that. So we'll do... I'm liking his booming blade, so I'll keep doing it. Gonna do his booming blade.
Boom.
We're gonna do his... Where's his shield bash? Based on his strength. I think I'm gonna beat him on strength. Pretty sure. Yeah, I beat him on strength. Okay, so he does booming blade to it. Then he tries to follow up with the shield bash, but he does not succeed. The thing's too strong. Okay, Luke.
Or is it from the edge?
5 feet.
How can I gauge how thick this thing is? Like,
Okay, let's say maybe almost 2 feet.
like how when you jumped on the thing,
Mhm.
did the weight shift a lot?
It shifted, but not. This thing is a magical elevator. It's not wonky. It's not designed to be
Right,
loose or
right,
flying
right.
all around. He did move it a little bit.
So we're gonna say he's heavy.
He's heavy.
Okay, I'm not gonna try. I was gonna try to bash him off.
You could totally try.
Well, I did it to that one whatever that monster was in the mines, but I think he might be heavier than that thing.
It is heavy.
All right, so we'll just attack it again.
All right. You're not slowed, so you're good.
Oh, so that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, you're gonna get him with
I
that.
think that hits. Oh, nice. We got a 13 slashing and 2 frost on that hit.
There we go.
And we can hit again. And I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
It's an 8, but it's a 1.
All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I need a high-low. Where's my high-low? Actually, you do high-low. It'll be more fun. You're going at this thing to attack him with the katana, and you were thinking about rushing him at one point, and you kind of get the two mixed up. You go in for that hit. You hit him, and you kind of ricochet off, and either you're going off the edge or your weapon's going off the edge. Pick high or low, which one's which.
I'll go high.
High is what? Your weapon? Or you?
Either way, something's going off, right? So I guess
Yep.
it doesn't really matter.
Well, one's your body,
Sure.
and one's a weapon.
I'll go me high.
Okay. All right. Roll it up.
I got a 1.
So that's low. So that's weapon.
1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. So it's my weapon. Okay.
All right. So your weapon. You hit this thing. Oh, shit, you lived. You would have
'cause I
fell into
could've-
endless darkness.
But I could have probably done like a dex save or something,
You
right?
could have probably. But too late. Your katana goes flying off the edge of the thing down into the unknown. Who knows how far below, standing there weaponless at the moment. Top of the round. Kai himself. He is slowed. I didn't do my save. I'm going to give myself the ability to do it. And I will save. Go back to Kai here for his attack. Oh, nice. Okay, he hit. Doing pretty good damage. Bonus damage on top. 12 and 13. Nice. 25. 25 damage from Kai. This thing is breaking apart. As you guys are beating into it. Stones and chunks are falling off. He's falling apart. He's breaking up. Brenthren. Brenthren, technically you're slowed, but you can do your save from last round. I don't think you did it.
I don't know how, but Hawaiian Pizza won the poll.
16. Nice. Branthren's not slowed. You got your full attack, Branthren. Two hammer throws if you want to do hammer throws.
Okay, I'm also gonna rage.
Nice. There you go. Okay.
And a 14. Does that hit?
14 will not hit.
Can I do inspiration?
I I was giving you advantage because you got a natural 20 on your check up top on the stone thing. So I'll give you a reroll on that. Take advantage on the attack.
Can I use inspiration now?
Yeah, go
So I
for
rolled
it.
a 1.
Go for it. Reroll it or do the inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't want the 1.
Oh, son of a. Okay, 19.
Oh, so you still
All right, 19, you hit.
Okay. That'll be. 11 plus 2 because I'm raging, so 13.
Oh, wow. Okay.
13 damage.
All right.
And
That's
then
just,
I'm actually going to rush this monster guy and shield bash him to try and push him to the edge.
all right, let's do it. Strength versus strength. I got a big bonus here. Oh, but I rolled crap.
Okay, I also have a strength advantage. So does that mean I get to roll a
You have advantage on strength for shield bash?
Yeah, because for strength
Oh, okay. Yep.
strength checks.
Okay. All right, go for it. Yeah, roll twice.
Yeah, this is silly. Okay, 8. I lost it.
Oh, you got an 8 twice?
Yeah.
Oh my god, and I rolled a 10. So
Oh.
all right, you hit him with the hammer. I rolled complete garbage, but you got just a little worse. You run at him, you hit him, but you're unable to budge him this round anyways. You're no longer slowed, so that's okay. Claire Val, same thing. You can roll your check. I don't think you did last round.
I did. I didn't do anything last round.
Okay.
We're so confident against you that my friend can just throw his weapon down the elevator shaft.
Does that say the rolls good or rolls bad?
That's
Every-
awesome.
Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Oh, 14.
Nope. 3. There we go. Some decent. 6 points of psychic damage. Disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That was Claire Val. Okay. Disadvantage.
I'll roll my save.
Oh, go for it. Yes.
Nope, I'm still slowed.
Okay. You were slowed. Oh, this guy's got a 3. Just for my knowledge, this guy here is now at that. Creature's turn. So, Sun on the left, the one that casts slow, doesn't do anything this round. One on the right, however, looks like it's going to cast Sunbeam. So again, 1 to 6 on who he's going to cast. He's going to cast on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, Claire Val. All right. That is a Constitution saving throw.
Nope.
All right. Okay. So if you fail the Constitution saving throw, it's
Friend
going to
evaporates
be
in front of you.
radiant damage and blind for 1 round.
Okay.
Radiant damage from Sunbeam is 28.
I drop.
All right, Sunbeam bursts from the sun, hitting Clairvel hard with radiant damage. As smoke comes off his body, falls down to the ground. It looks like he's unconscious, dying out. Creature himself. Creature has disadvantage, but again will attack the people who are up. He's not going to attack the guy who's down, not for choice. It's a mindless creature. It doesn't attack anything dead. It has no use to. So, first one. For 5, it'll attack Jackson. Second one, it'll attack Jackson. It's going to attack Jackson twice. So, for the creature, it's going to do 8, 15, 16, 17, 20 points of damage total to Jackson. Oh, shit. Jackson was at 11, so Jackson is down 2. All right. We never healed Jackson because he wasn't here to
That's
say
how-
anything. All right. Jackson's down. Clairvel's down. That was a creature Jackson's turn, so he's going to go for his saves. Can I roll from here? Oh, it's just management. Okay, so I'll roll for him. All right, he saves, 1 success. For Jackson. Kyloke, you run at this thing hoping to push it off. You hit it, drop your weapon down the elevator shaft. It goes down. You watch it kind of go and disappear from view. Looking back, Branthrin's right there beside you, hitting this thing too, trying to knock it off. As
Tear rolls down my face.
You look over, you see Clairval and Jackson both drop onto the platform.
I run over to Clairval and I can perform medicine on him, right, to help him somehow.
Medical check.
Is it a medical check? Yeah. So I got to do a skill for medicine. Is that what I'm doing?
Do you have a healer's kit?
Is that what I need? I'm gonna say no because I didn't think that was in my backpack. It's going.
You could still probably do a heal check, yeah.
See, maybe I'm thinking of what they did back in 2.5 or 3.
No, there's always
where you had to roll to like
Perform
stop
a
somebody.
check to stabilize a dying character. A PC must use their action to provide first aid to the unconscious creature. The DC is 10.
Go for it.
And it's a medicine check.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a wisdom medicine check.
The kit
Okay.
just gives you bonus.
So I rolled a 10, and I have a +1 to medicine.
Nice. All right.
There
So
you go.
11.
All right.
I am stabilized.
He's stabilized. He doesn't gain hit points, but he's stable. All right.
Do
Perfect.
I have any more actions or anything?
That's your move, and that's your action. So
I'm done.
no reaction bonus. That's about it.
Reaction, can I reach in my pack and find my celestial, or whatever, the planar battle axe that's wrapped in there?
Or your
In the-
interaction, rather. Okay. So your
In
interaction.
the bag of holding.
Yeah. So it'll take the round after that as you look through the bag. You get it out at the beginning of the next round. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. Top of the round. Kai and Kara. I have Kai down as slowed, so I will roll. I'm going to assume he didn't do it at the end of the round, so I'll roll for him so he is okay. So Kai can go. This thing's looking rough. This guy's going to keep beating it up. Oh, no, that's actually not going to hit, so he's not going to hit on that.
By the way, did you say Jackson saved?
Jackson saved,
Okay, good.
but he's down.
Right. Yeah. They're both down. And Kara's out of healing.
Yeah. 7 and 16. Do some big damage. Okay, thing's falling apart. The thing is... There's not much left of it at this point. Kai's knocking stones out of it. Branthrin beat on it. Everybody's got this thing chipped down. Branthrin himself. It is Branthrin's go. I have him down as not slowed, so he is a full turn.
Okay. I am firing. There's a 14 hit, I forget.
No.
Okay, I'll fire one more time. Get a 1.
He got a natural 1.
Oh no.
I love it.
See, the hammer always comes back to him, so
At least I don't
One
lose
benefit.
that.
Yeah, at least he doesn't lose the hammer.
but you could fall.
So the first one, he kind of moves back away from the thing. He throws the hammer, completely misses. The second time he gets it back, he goes to throw it again, but he's off. He's kind of moving around, throws this thing. It randomly goes somewhere. So let's see where it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number
Right.
1, Kai. Kai's in the way. He's up there fighting the creature, getting right up in its face. The hammer
Hi,
goes
Kai.
off course, hits Kai hard. Give him some damage.
Don't roll Don't roll full damage.
23.
Hold on. Here it comes. 12 plus 2 because I'm raging, so 14.
14? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not terrible.
Depends on how many hit points he has left.
He's at 9. All right, you hit him hard. All right. Kai takes some damage. He's going to yell out. He doesn't see it coming, right? It hits him. Just knocks him off course. That's Branthrin. Clairvel is stabilized, but he's down right now. I don't think he can do anything himself. You got to heal him. Got to get him get him hit points back. What's it come back from stable? 1 per round? Oh. Am I muted? Oh, when did I go mute? I'm going to mute it again.
There he goes.
There we go.
Oh, mine doesn't show up either.
It's something to do when I'm looking at Kai's sheet. Okay, what
There.
part did you hear last?
I don't know. You were laughing in the mute.
Oh, okay. Branthrin hit Kai, and then it came back. It went to Clairvel's turn. He's stabilized. How many hit points do you get back? Do you get 1 back per turn being stabilized, or any?
Oh, you get nothing.
You get nothing. So you're still down. You're stable, but you're down. So
Yep.
we go to creature at this turn. Sun on the one side is recharging. Sun on the other side
Let's do it off.
is not acting, which is fine. Creature himself is attacking. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 people up at this point. Whoa, so we got number 2, Kara. He's gonna hit. Oh, he's gonna hit Kara twice. Okay. All right. Well, that's
Look
That's
out,
it.
Kara.
that's what we got. I think he's gonna get her with no matter what he. Oh no. What's her? Oh, her AC 16. Okay, first one
Oh,
misses.
okay. Yeah, she hasn't had anything happen to her armor.
Second one, he's gonna get her. Okay, he's got her in the second pretty good. Although he hits her for 18 points of damage.
Ooh, ouch. Precision.
She's still up. But hurt. Not muted. I'm muted again. Son of a gun. I got that
You
one
were
out.
muted again, weren't
I
you?
went
Yeah.
muted, yeah. I watched it. I don't know what I'm clicking. It must be what I'm doing the hit points. Anyway, took her hit points down. She's still up, but she's hurt. That was creature. Jackson is down. He has to save. Jackson fails that one.
Was he have to save 3 times?
Either 3 fails, 3 successes.
Oh, okay.
Or if he gets hit, he gets a double loss. All right, Kylo, your go. Jackson's down. Your
Okay, so
party's looking rough. The creature's looking rough.
The planar axe is out.
All right, you pull the plane. Yeah, this round you interact. Your interaction still continues. You pull out the planar axe. You have a move and an action.
Hit the guy.
All right, pull out the planetary axe. From the bag, celestial type axe comes out. This awesome thing,
Son of a
shutting
bitch.
light.
11.
Oh, I can't do it.
Okay.
Go
Second
again.
attack?
Yeah, you're not slowed.
Okay, that's a 21. Okay. 12 and 9. Okay.
Nice.
That's gonna hit. Okay. And we're gonna hit for 16. 16 what is it? It must be slashing with that.
Yeah.
16 slashing damage and whatever the effects of it does, because you haven't given me that yet.
I didn't give you that?
Nope.
Okay.
I know it reaches across planes and stuff, but I don't know what else it does.
What's the plus on the axe though? Did you factor that in?
I don't know the hit. Oh, it's a +6.
Okay.
Plus. Yeah. It's 1d10 plus 6. That's
Okay. And that's where you got the 16. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You hit him. You do extreme damage. You miss with the first one, but to follow up with the second axe, boom, hit him with the celestial axe to take a big chunk right out of him. Pretty much drops him down from 1 leg to 1.5 legs. He's like on his knee on the essentially other one. He's all beat to hell. Top of the round. We got Kai. He is extremely hurt. He got hit by his own party by accident. He didn't notice. But he does big damage. He's going to go for it. He takes advantage of the situation, runs in. Probably going to get him with that. There we go. Total 22 damage. Okay, good. That's Kai. Branthrin.
Oh yeah, for that battle axe, it actually says there's a +2 next to it, so it must be +4 normal battle axe and +6 with +2. So
Okay, I am going to
that's the stat I have. So
rush up to him, two-hand it, and just smash him with the hammer.
Nice. Do it. He's down to one knee. He's looking hurt to hell. There's not much left of him at all. He's got cracks going through his body.
Was a 15 hit?
15 will not do it.
18.
Follow through with the 18. You got on the second.
12 damage.
Oh, all right. Branthrin rushes up, misses the first one, follows up with the second, hits that thing, and just crushes the rock. Breaks the thing in half. It falls down to shards of rubble all over the platform. Before you, the two suns that it conjured both vanish. They become unsummoned. They're gone. Clerval lays there silently. He's alive, but he's not up. Jackson is not. Clerval's turn, he can't do nothing. Creature is dead. Jackson has to save unless anybody wants to do anything quickly.
oh, I'm after Jackson, so I could go heal, do the medical on him again.
All right, go to the medical on him.
9.
All right, see,
Not gonna make it.
so you don't do it. I'll roll for
Not
Jackson.
gonna make it.
I'll roll for Jackson. That's a success. He's got another success.
So he's been 1 good, 1 fail, 1 good.
Yep.
I'll make my way over there and attempt to not do anything.
I've been doing it because he rolled a 2.
I got nothing, guys.
Do you have a negative to your medical?
No, I just won't.
All right, Kara's still alive. She's up. She can act as well. She'll do it with a 15. She'll stabilize.
He's like gurgling blood.
Stabilize Jackson. So both characters are alive, but you guys are not up yet.
Now, does a healing kit do anything?
Healing kit will give you like bonuses or advantage on the actual heal check.
No. Okay, so no, you can't actually heal for like a hit point or anything with a healing kit.
Nope.
Okay, so I was gonna say Kara might have some healing kits, but that's not gonna make a difference.
Need something to give him health, to get him up. Continue on through the darkness.
All spent, folks. It's all spent.
For a little
We're
bit of...
all spent, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, you're all spent. Till you finally get to the the bottom sometime later. Thing comes to a rest at the bottom of the shaft into a holding area for the platform that you can walk off. You notice you're in a hallway, a long hallway. It goes past your dark vision. There's some large decorative doors to the right and the left that continue on down the hall. And your frost katana is laying on the ground down here.
I'm gonna give my
retrieve the
potion of
katana.
healing to Cal.
Ah.
To
Clairval.
Clerval.
All right, potion of healing. Roll it for him. He can't drink it. You got to pour it in his mouth.
That's 2d4. So 2 hit points.
He's technically at 0 hit points right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
If he's stabilized. Okay.
So you get 5.
Ooh, nice.
Was that 7?
Why is it a +2?
Yeah.
All right, then he gets 7. Nice. Okay, he's up. He's awake. He's conscious. Jackson is not. Anybody else got anything? I'll check Kai and Kara's little inventory if I put anything in there.
Oh. What happened?
You saved Kara's life. You jumped in front of a blast and took it for her. Good job, buddy.
That doesn't sound like something I'd do.
You were a little dazed. I don't know what happened. You must have seen sparkles or something.
Oh. So how's everybody else?
I'm good.
I'm alright.
Where's Jackson?
Jackson's down. He's over there down.
He's laying down over there, not doing so hot.
Hold on. I'll take care of Jackson.
While they're doing this, I'm going to pick up my frost katana.
All right. Go pick up your frost katana and kind of look down the hall inadvertently. You see a long, dark hallway. Looks pretty wide. On the left, the first thing you can see is a large door, stone, a lot of carvings in it. Mm.
24
Yep.
points of healing to Jackson.
24?
Wow.
Okay.
Was that the staff?
No, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
Go.
Oh, wow.
I've got 1 4th level spell left, 1 1st level, 1 second.
Is it 24?
You should maybe use one on yourself.
Let's just, yeah, there's nothing left on the healing staff.
Oh.
We used it all up. Let's keep going.
Yeah, retrieve the katana, put it back on my.
All right.
I think it's on the belt. I'll
It
wrap
looks
the
like hell. Is it okay? It looks a little banged up.
magical
Drop
stone. Should be fine. Is it fine? Check it over. Is it fine?
Is it good? Is it good? There's
Give me a
some,
perception check.
there's some scratches on it, but it's fine.
Okay.
It survived the fall.
I'll put it back on my wherever my I forget where I keep it. I think I keep it on my hip because I got the bows on my back.
All right.
And then I'm going to wrap the battle axe up again and put it back in the bag of holding.
Okay, cool. All right, you do that as Jackson wakes up and gets to his feet, shakes his head off, and you guys start looking around. It's quiet, it's dusty, there's a little bit of cobweb and everything down here. This area hasn't been used in a long, long time either.
I think I got a little dust in my mouth. So thick I can taste it.
What about Jackson is so thick you can taste it? What? I missed something.
The dust in the air is so thick I can taste it.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood clearly.
Now he's just wondering what the hell happened when he was asleep.
No judgment. No judgment.
So, fellas, there's a door down the hallway here. About I don't know how far it is, but it's within sight. When I was down picking up the katana, there's some large markings on it. An open door, right? Large open door.
No, it's a large closed door. So you make your way
Large closed door.
off the platform, pick up your katana, and look around. You can see that the hallway goes forward. Behind you is a wall. You go forward, and on your left, you come to a door. It's a large-sized door. It's stone, and it's got a bunch of carvings in it. As you make your way up near that, using your 60 feet dark vision, you can see that there's another door on the right. Similar idea, big stone door carvings, etc. One more on the left, and as you kind of walk around just a little bit, you can see past that 3 steps or 4 steps going up to what looks like a double stone door closed with a lever in front of it.
Go up and pull the lever and fall to my death.
Do I notice any sconces or anything?
Yeah, there would be sconces.
Okay. Clarabelle, you still got that torch?
Probably not. I would have dropped it when I fell unconscious.
Kara or Kai, do they still have one of their torches on them?
Yeah, they would have an extra one.
I want to light up the
All right.
sconces so we can have to stop stumbling around in the dark. I can see, but everybody else, the 2 humans can't.
Give me a perception as you do so. You grab the torch, you start going up and down the hall, light up the sconces.
We got a 11.
Okay. As you,
Oh wait. Oh yeah, because I don't have the goggles on right now. I was gonna say I have advantage if I have the goggles on, but they're not on.
Goggles, they do nothing.
Goggles?
do you want to put them on? It's up to
I'll
you.
put them on.
All right,
to
put
take
them
the
on.
advantage. Oh, that's a natural 20, so 24.
All right. As you go up and down the hallway and you light the
I used
sconces,
that earlier when I had my sword in my hand.
you can see these 3 large doors are carved with the image of maybe one of the previous gods we've seen before. I'm terrible with pronouncing. Ibis, Ibis.
IBIS?
The head of an ibis.
Ibis. Yeah.
Ibis. It's like a bird.
How did we get to Egypt?
It's like a crane in the door.
Yes.
At the far end, as you're going and you light up these sconces, you get kind of close to the lever and you can see the door at the end of the hallway that goes up, you can hear something on the other side with a natural 20. You can hear walking.
Anything else?
Walking, shifting of something being carried. Claws on the stone.
Can I make out how many creatures you want to do a survival for that, or is this perception good enough?
Go for survival. Ibis.
Kind of tracking skill type thing. That
Gnarly
would
knows.
be- That's 10.
You think there's around 4.
Alright. I do not light the sconces near the door.
Okay.
Okay, just to keep it dark. Do I see light coming out underneath the door?
Using your rolls, and if you get down and look, you can see a bluish, whitish pale light, just very, very faint, beyond the door.
Okay, I go back to them and let them know what I encountered.
Okay.
It does sound like our dragonborn from before, right?
Yeah. Sounds like there's not
Carrying
too many
whatever.
left.
Carrying whatever they were carrying.
Wounded from the scorpions.
Yeah.
And they're
I couldn't
carrying.
tell exactly how many. The door is a little bit thick, so. But about roughly 4, maybe more. I don't think there's less.
About 4. Walking by. You can tell they're wounded. They're carrying this thing they still have.
Which means we've caught up to them.
You've caught
Let's
up to
get-
them.
Or they're coming back. Whatever. One or the other.
Get him!
Lead the charge, Clarabelle.
Leroy!
Do you want to throw the lever?
Let's throw the lever.
All right. You guys throw the lever on the door. The 2 doors open up.
We don't want to check the other doors?
You can see that the 4 Dragonborn are indeed pretty wounded. They seem to be hobbling along. They're carrying this large coffin-like structure with 2 poles between the 4 of them down the hallway. They are surprised as this opens up and this secret kind of passage comes out into the hall where they are as they're heading up the hall. They see you.
Oh, this is not where they were headed. Okay.
They're heading, like, yeah.
It's like a side
No.
of whatever path they were going.
Yeah, you're coming out of like nowhere. You're coming out of the wall, and they're going down the hallway as you catch them off guard. We'll use the same setup from before for initiative for this as we catch these guys off guard. Like I said, they're pretty damn hurt. There's not much to them.
We get a surprise round?
Get a surprise round. We'll do Kai and Kara first. Jump right on Kai.
What do we got? 4 Dragonborn necromancers, or we got like the 2 and 2 from before?
These are just necromancers, and they're pretty hurt.
Just necromancers.
Kai with a 17 and a total of about almost 28, or sorry, exactly 28 damage. He's going to actually run the one right through. He kills the first one in one swoop. Branthrin.
I'm going to go with the next one.
All right. You
Natural 20.
jump out of the hallway with a
Nice.
natural 20 on the hammer and just crush this thing.
Good thing you would have had 2 shots at that advantage, right?
Give us some damage.
So that is 15 plus 30.
Wow. 45?
Yeah.
Okay, you just smush it with the hammer. That's only one
there any
attack.
more?
Oh no, the only one attack is a surprise. Clarabelle.
I come at them, just beat them with my musical instrument.
All right.
26 to hit.
Holy cow, yeah.
11 points of damage.
All right. 11, not enough to run him right through, but you clunk him down to the ground. He kind of goes prone. He's hurt. He's half dead. He's half dead on the ground. Two creatures, so one on the ground is trying to crawl away, save himself. The other guy will look at you guys and try to flee. He's going to run up the hallway if he can.
Do I
Jackson.
get attacked? Oh, Jackson.
It'll be Jackson right before you, which Jackson will do the, can do the, he'll have fun. He'll do the booming blade on the guy on the ground, giving him 6 damage, and if he moves, he'll take more thunder damage as he's crawling around. Kylo, you got the guy on the ground, he's pretty hurt, and then you got the guy running away.
I'll attack the last guy.
All right.
Runner.
All right, go for it.
This is with advantage, right?
Is he going to run at him with the katana?
Yeah, well, this is, what is it? I rolled 12 on the first roll.
Okay, you're running
I
at
can
him.
hit him.
Let me check on that one. This is
Just gotta make sure, because I know they don't have armor on.
Yeah, these guys are the low guys. Yep, that one will get him.
Okay. And we hit him. Ooh, nice. 14 points of slashing. And, it's a full 6 on the frost.
But okay,
So 20 points of damage.
all right. That's enough to take him down. You chase that guy down, run him through. He dies. Essentially, the other guy's gonna move at one point and get the booming blade damage and die. All 4 drop dead in the hallway. They look pretty
I
damn.
don't know what any of these guys are doing. I have no clue what's going on here.
You burst out of the wall, kill the 4 of the
Kill
Dragonborn
everyone.
that were got past the scorpions, got pretty messed up. At the
Pretty
center.
bad first day for Steve, eh?
At the center of the hall is the thing they've been carrying this entire time. It is a large rectangle-shaped box. It is very decorative. It has 2 metal poles, one on either side for carrying.
I just have one thing to ask. What's in the box?
Oh, that's awesome. And ahead of you, down the hallway, coming from beyond, is a bluish-white pale light.
Does it look like these guys were still headed that way, that they hadn't reached their destination yet?
Exactly, yes.
Okay,
We
so
should pick this box up and walk it there.
we want to do that and then open it there?
We should put. Don't we have robes? We can put robes on.
Well, there's robes laying on the ground now.
Well, that they're covered in blood, but
You're covered in blood and stone dust and a little bit of singed. I'm really singed, so I'm gonna grab one of the cloaks and put it on.
All right, you want to put
That's
on a
a good idea.
Dragonborn cloak? Okay.
Sure.
yeah,
The idea is to guise yourself, is that correct?
correct.
Sure.
All right.
Can be very large on Branthrin.
All right. You make the guise out of yourself. Are you carrying this thing?
Sure.
Okay. Guise yourself and carry this thing. Do you guys carry this down the hallway as you go forward?
We don't want to look at it first, eh?
I can't believe you didn't open the box. I've been listening to What's in the Box for 2 months.
Only 2 months? There's t-shirts.
Should we peek what's in the box then?
Sure. Peek at what's in the box. I'm standing back.
All right.
I'll let the armored dwarf open it.
Branthrin's opening the box.
I'm gonna peek inside the box.
Hey, Branthrin. What's in the
Mhm.
box?
All right. When you remove that lid, give me a strength check first.
15.
You're able to pry up the edge of the lid. As you do, a very bright light shoots out At first, kind of stings your eyes, but you're able to adjust and look inside. Inside, you see what appears to be a floating cube, almost, maybe 2 foot by 2 foot or so. It's pretty big inside this box, floating. 4 chains are attached. Well, more than 4, I guess there would technically be. 1 chain attached to every one of the corners of this cube, holding it down currently to the bottom of the box. It itself is bright with magic, and upon it seems to be carved a vault-like door. Got this floating cube. It's pretty big. It's chained down currently to the bottom of the box. Chains going, holding it from floating off or away. It has engravings upon it that looks like a door on the front, not like an openable door by mechanical means, but like engraved.
Yeah. Yes. Put the lid back on.
Okay.
Shouldn't we examine it first?
Okay. Do you want to examine it? I'll hold the lid open.
Okay. Because we do have a few arcane fellas here that might know the nature of this thing.
All right.
I have no idea.
If you
It's
move
a big glowy square.
It is a big glowy cube, and it comes up and it kind of just like hovers and gently pulls against the chains. Thing radiates magic, super bright.
What do you think, Clairval or Jackson?
Knowledge Arcana.
Okay.
Finally, a decent roll tonight. That's a natural 20 for a
awesome.
23.
Perfect timing.
See if I have a good standalone image for you.
Definitely not a sun face. It's still on the screen.
Is it? Yeah, I've got to change it. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, that's what you see.
Oh, fuck.
You know what it is?
Okay.
I know what it is.
Well, with a
Clairval know what
natural
it is?
20, you're pretty damn sure you know what that's used for.
So, in the context of D&D,
Yes. Storing large amounts of magic.
magical energy.
Yeah.
So the vessel that is holding a lot of the energy that came from our realm out of the mines.
Possibly. This device is designed to basically act as like an emergency battery for magical energy that you can tap into.
Can you recharge the staff on that thing?
Maybe, but I have no idea how. I know what it is. I have no idea how to use it. It's not like I can just plug the thing in. Do you have an adapter? I'm pretty sure this is a C, and I've only got a lightning. So
You want like a mini USB, a micro USB, 2-prong, 3-prong? Well, if it's a battery, or we wouldn't know if it were a battery probably. A storage device for magic, it's probably got to go into something, right? At the end of the hallway.
possibly.
Do we want to go check it out? Maybe there's something there that you can use to recharge the staff, or if Jackson maybe is familiar with it.
We're not going to be able to recharge the staff with this.
Okay.
It's probably going to blow the staff up.
No healing then. Okay. One could hope.
I was hoping you'd just like touch it and be like, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on to the staff. Touch it with your hand. It'll charge. All right. better close it up and scurry down the hall with it.
All right. Put it back in the box. Continue down the hall.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I'm walking like a dragonborn.
The bodies are right there, man.
Too soon?
A little bit. A little bit.
Just slightly.
I could have said I'm walking like a dead dragonborn. Just lay down.
The hallway itself before you widens and slowly becomes bathed in a blue-black light as scorched stone and destruction of former pillars and statues becomes a walk through, kind of like a graveyard of the former glory of this place. Ahead, a solitary figure steps out, bathed in a pale white light. He's translucent.
Hi.
Kind of looks at you and thinks for a second. Says in kind of a broken language, "Where did you come from?"
You understand this?
Yeah.
What's it
Over there.
speaking? What's it speaking in?
It's speaking like a half common, half celestial.
Jackson can speak Celestial, right?
I can check.
Somebody we have can speak Celestial, I think.
No,
I
it is
I
not.
can't. Okay. Early sea basket.
We're travelers from another plane.
It'll say, "Is it your plane that he's sucking dry of magic?"
I don't think so. Is this God Pharaoh that we saw references to?
The God Pharaoh is a liar. He came here as a god, but he is a destroyer. He'll say, "He destroyed my world, and he seeks to invade another. Flee now while you can, back to your own, and seal off any entrance to this place, so he does
Love to,
not
buddy.
find yours."
Do you, if he finds our plane, is there anything we can do to fight him?
Many powerful ones have tried, but they failed and fled this place, leaving it a ruin.
Is this his plane?
This is this guy's plane, yeah.
Who is he?
He'll say, "It has been so long. I do not remember much. I am trapped between here and the afterworld."
Okay. Can we Clairval would probably be the better person to tell the story, but can he retell the story of the images we saw?
Okay.
To clear his mind?
Which part? Which image?
The whole illusionary thing that we saw. in the
Okay,
one
yeah.
room.
The Hour of Devastation.
He'll go
Yeah.
through it with you, and he'll say he was there at the time. He watched the city fall. He watched everyone die around him. He watched what happened and what's become. He said he created a staff that would help him escape, but he failed as well to escape. The staff was broken by him, and he entrusted half of it to what he calls a planeswalker to bring it off plane and discard it somewhere so that it couldn't be used again to open up portals to a different plane out of here. But because of its own magic, he knew that its purpose would allow it to open a portal back here, hoping that one day someone could come back to save what's left of this place or stop the God Pharaoh from destroying other realms.
Who's got this? Not saying I'm saying the game. Who has the staff?
Jackson, I'm sure.
Jackson has it.
That's-
There was something I was going to ask him. I can't remember what it was. Oh, what's this place called?
Which place are you referring?
This world that we're on. The place that the place that we're in existence of right now.
Amonkhet.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Amonkhet.
Amonkhet. Okay. Is there anything we can do for this place, other than I know you told us to leave, and flee and destroy the portal?
He says, if the rod has led you here, I would hope you be powerful enough to battle him. If you are not, you should flee.
Normally, we usually present a better look than we look right now. So we're a little dusted up right now. Actually. Is there some kind of gesture I can make to Clairval so we can discuss things in the message with the group?
Yeah, do performance.
Do a performance check? Okay.
Yeah. Give him a little
Oh, I have
head
a
nod.
-1. I have a -1 to performance. 14.
All right, you're getting the gesture across to him that, hey,
Okay, I established the message.
All right, so we have that staff. What are we doing? Is this the guy that we saw the picture of with the chest and the?
Ask him about the staff, the book, the cloak, and the other stuff, and then maybe we'll find out.
Okay, so we ask him about the staff, the book, the cloak, and whatever the other thing was.
pardon me,
The
the
rod.
staff he told you he had created as a means to escape the world, but because he was feared that things would get out, horrors or other things, he broke the staff and sent the staff off with someone who was escaping who could drop it on another plane, hide it somewhere for now so that, no one would come here except for someone specifically maybe looking to help or had a purpose.
Now we took that staff, the half of the staff from Dane, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll mention Dane.
He won't know that. He won't know who
He
that is.
doesn't know that. It wasn't a dwarf that helped him. Okay.
No.
All right.
He said that he sent the staff, half of the staff off with someone who could escape the plane,
He sent it off with a planeswalker.
with a
Yeah.
planeswalker to ditch it and hide it somewhere underground.
So they found it in the mine.
He'll tell you that he knows magic like that will always find its way home. The cloak, he said, belonged to someone very powerful, somebody who fought alongside the original group trying to take out the God Pharaoh and had escaped, and that the cloak had many magical properties. And the journal, you'll say, is just his explanation of what he's telling you now, which no one ever read. At the time...
I thought we tried to read it.
No.
We couldn't read it.
Oh, okay. It might have been in a different language then. Yeah.
So what about was there something else?
Oh, those are the three items. Yeah.
I thought there was the chest just had the thing in it.
Rod
That was-
piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
The original rod piece.
Okay, so let's ask him for a friend. If somebody were to put the two pieces back together, what could they do with it?
if you put the rod back together, he says you would be able to escape the plane.
From anywhere or a specific spot?
Technically from anywhere, but it would open a portal.
So we could have left this whole time.
It would open a portal to essentially where you wanted to go, your world or whatever. But,
Anywhere we want to go?
well, he would say,
Multiple times?
within limits. But it does work that way. However,
Several times.
once a portal is opened, anyone
Yeah.
can follow through.
How do we close it?
That is the problem.
First of all, how do we open it? Because we really don't know how to open it.
Open what, a portal?
But yeah.
Okay, he explains that if you attune to the staff and use the staff, you can magically open a portal with the staff. However, if you were to do it here on this plane, anything on this plane could follow through, meaning it could get to your world as well, or wherever you were going.
And it would attune, and you would use like your mind to decide where you're going.
Well, tuning means to bond.
No,
with,
I know that,
yeah,
but
yeah,
when you
yeah.
use it later, you would.
Well, we'll
like,
get into
in your.
more
Okay.
specifics on that, but yeah.
All right.
Has to be a place you know, etc., etc. Like teleport-ish.
Okay. I'm just thinking we could use this later to get to the City of Doors that we wanted to get to.
Hehehe.
We do know somebody who knows how to get there. Our friend, the Pathfinder.
And if somebody has knowledge of a place, then they can use it to open a portal to that place. But a portal is not like teleport. It's permanent, right?
But you can close it.
No.
No.
You can't close it ever?
Well, I mean,
You need a powerful dispel, and just dispel doesn't work.
right.
Okay. Because he said for us to leave this plane and close the portal behind us.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
he's hoping that we can.
yeah.
Okay,
Assuming
we
you
can.
could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we know anybody who could do that?
I don't think you do.
Not even in the Elven count. Elven.
You'd have to have a
Maybe.
high level
Okay.
person. You might be able to find somebody.
So what's this thing in the box for?
Bro, thank you for following. D&D every Sunday night, 9:30 till 12 Eastern Standard Time, midnight. Wrapping up. Thank you though for coming by. What? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
What's the thing in the box for?
Oh, that he doesn't know.
Oh, he doesn't know what their purpose was for it?
No, he won't. No.
Did he just get
Dragonborn
Did
are
he
carry.
just get here?
No. This guy. This has been brought in by Dragonborn, right? They came to the temple
Yeah.
after it was opened, and they started bringing this object in. This guy here, he's been dead down here for a long time. He doesn't know what this is. It's not coming out of here. It's going into here.
The bluish white glow, was it him?
He does glow. He glows white, but beyond that, it's the chamber beyond.
All right. Does he know what's in the chamber beyond?
Yes, the God Pharaoh
What's in the chamber? What's in the chamber? The
And-
God Pharaoh's in the other chamber?
and his army.
The God Pharaoh and his army are. So there's a portal to where the God Pharaoh and his army are.
There is. He mentions a citadel.
Is it perhaps on another plane as well? Way to another plane?
That's what he's mentioning.
Okay.
Okay. Does he know anything else about the God Pharaoh beyond this world? Like, what else he would be called?
No, he does not.
What does he know? What he commands?
Like what
His
the army?
His army. What his army's made up of? Yes.
Undead that are
Undead.
darkened and infused with a blue chemical or agent or mineral.
Those mummies that we were fighting.
Yeah, the mummies.
Yeah. Mummies, etc., etc. The Dragonborn that were blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he have a way to get out of this ziggurat?
Does he have what? I'm sorry.
A way to exit this temple, this dungeon?
Back up.
Go back up.
Go back the way you came. He'll say, right? That's all he knows.
So he just hangs out down here. He's just a
He's bound down here.
spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there some way we can unbound him? We can free his soul.
Looked at Kara.
Yeah, that's about it. She could try to
Okay.
perform some rites.
Not that we're letting him go right now, because we need as much information as we can get. Our portal's still open, right?
Your portal is still open.
So we could go back the way we came. The staff cannot close the portal.
Correct.
So that begs the question: was the portal's been open underground all this time in our world?
Only if someone used the half of the rod.
No, but they would have had to get there first. Or can the planeswalker open a portal that they can close?
Planeswalkers travel between. It's like they ship between planes at will.
I want to show him the axe.
Okay.
Could the axe break a connection?
Mhm.
Because it goes across all planes at once.
He doesn't know enough about it to
Okay.
give you an answer.
So I don't pull it out and he goes, ooh.
That's very nice. Where did you get that?
It's a bright white star axe.
Show it to me. I'm very bored. I've been here a long time.
What does it do? How does it bounce? Very regal. Where'd you find a dwarven king? So I'm thinking next at the end of this game we're starting our way back, because I don't know that we're ready or prepared or have any inkling of fighting anything beyond the smallest of the God Pharaoh's army. So we're all pretty tapped out here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going into another plane right now to pick another fight with God and his army.
But you have no spells and no healing left. It's a
I know.
perfect.
It's the perfect time, yeah, to charge headlong. Yeah.
Run
I
away!
will.
Run away!
I will say he sounds like some dictator from another plane, using his power.
You know we saw images of a dragon, right?
We did. If I had to guess, outside the game, I'd guess that he might be a Dragon High Lord, or a mage with a powerful dragon, or a necromancer with a lich dragon. Lots of ifs outside the game. So we take the battery with us?
Yeah.
Let's box it up,
Mm.
then send this fella on his way, unless he's got any other information he needs to tell us. Anybody else got any questions? Kara, got any questions?
Did we ask him about the battery thing?
Yeah, we did. He doesn't know anything about it. He said it belongs to the dragon,
Okay.
the dragon guys, Dragonborn. Does he have any powers?
No, this guy is just a spirit. He's been killed and
He's
he's
just a spirit.
yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else in
It's
this room?
just-
No, you're at the end of a hallway. You're passing what starts to get larger. It's starting to get weird in here. Giant pillars that are broken, statues that are smashed, rubble. It's opening up. It's a bluish white bathed light coming from the beyond as you move down.
Huge dictator. Okay. So yeah, we should take what we have here and go. And Kara, if you can help this, unless this guy wants to stay and be a guardian here.
No, he wants to pass on to the. He wants to
Okay, I
pass
was
on.
gonna say
But he's hoping that you were someone here who would obviously confront this God Pharaoh and stop him from and destroying other realms, but that is a very powerful group indeed.
Hey man, any other Sunday we would be glad to, but we're a little bit under the weather this week.
We know of the god Pharaoh and the threat that he represents to the realms.
Mm-hmm.
We will do all within our power to stop him. However, at the moment, all within our power is not much.
Can he give us any indication of how to get to the god Pharaoh's plane from somewhere else?
What do you mean, like where you are now?
None of us know where his plane is. I mean, we could come back here, yes, and go through his portal, but I'm assuming his portal's like right on top of him. If we knew where to go, because you said the rod will open up the portal, but we have to know where we're going.
Yeah, of course. Yes, that's correct.
We've
yeah.
never seen it. We can't get there.
Yeah, right. That won't work. No. Good idea. All right.
Okay, we will.
That is perfect. That's a great spot. Carol will go over and start working on this guy to help him pass on. He gives you his warning. You've located the object that the Dragonborn have been bringing through this temple to near the basement. The basement is turning into this weird, epic, odd splay type place. The Dragonborn themselves are dead. You were in command of this. You have the full rod staff in your possession.
Yeah, the only thing behind us is a couple of
undead.
couple of undead,
Yep.
and yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
It would just be time, and we're not going to backtrack in real time. It would just backtrack.
No.
Yeah.
But the donkey and the wolf and
May.
May are back, which is what we have to go back for before we leave.
Yeah.
I will say, Clairvel's written all this stuff down, right?
Yes.
He's taking bardic notes on all of this so that we can relay it to whoever we need to relay it to later, because we may have to explain it to our
For sure.
Pathfinder friend or to
You've learned also that the staff, of
Fellows at
course,
the
how it got where it
Enclave.
got, and how it opened the portal to here. You notice that something from your world was flowing through into here, and things were going on, and that's where, yeah, we'll stop for there.
You know,
then.
we
We'll
could
figure things out.
You know, we could leave the we could open the door to that other room and throw that hoof in and let them figure it out. let the demons come and fight for it.
Turn it over to the god Pharaoh that's destroying realms. That's a
No, I didn't say turn it over to him. I said toss it in there. Let's see who comes after it.
All right.
only the strongest one possibly has it. Okay.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Awesome, guys. Good.
And I guess it's a good idea that it's in your bag.
We will pause there and then decide what to do by next week or during next week. Hopefully, we got everybody back. So cool. Thank you for everybody for coming by.
I'm going to tell you, our decision is not to go through the door. We're
Why?
going the other way.
What are you talking about? You don't even want to peek later on? Oh man.
Not at all.
No, it's not a box. I don't care what's in it.
I need to go home and work on my armor. pet my wolf, and have some good good cooking from the gnomes that are, or whatever they're, halflings that are at our house. Some of our
The
fine
king-
chicken eggs.
The king's gonna return to the kingdom, and yeah,
But you could
Hey,
go
pretty good.
forward and
Or you smack Dane upside the head and say, "What were you thinking with these
possibly
things?"
never be seen again.
Possibly never be seen again, yeah.
All right, guys. Cool.
and that's the end of season 3.
Yay! Reroll.
Season 4. Fighting
only-
characters.
The only wrench in the whole thing is if something takes over Jackson's mind and he wanders away from the group the other way.
I will push him. All right.
I gotta get going, guys.
Yep.
Have a good
All right.
week.
See ya.
All right, see
I'm
you,
out of here
Jerry.
as well.
Have a good night,
You
guys.
guys have a
you.
good night.
All right.
See ya.
I'm gonna check really fast if I have anybody on. If not, we're gonna end it out. But I'll just see
All
if
right.
there's a D&D going that is different. No, I don't currently have one. Okay. All right.
This will be on UPM's YouTube channel. Check it out, guys. This will also be up for podcast over there too. So
Ooh,
if you
so-
need to listen to something in the car, if you can handle us in the car, go ahead and listen.
A lot of ums, a lot of downtime, but that's okay. Enjoy it. All right. There you go. Nice, man.
Yep.
Sweet.
We stream throughout the week. We do different things. We do some things together.
Yeah, man. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we play some games. Come by for that. Check out all the YouTube channels, all the Twitch channels there as well, Caldane5. Check him out. He's got his logo there. And we're just going to end it out with the movie, and then we'll see you next week. Should be good, I
Hey
think,
guys,
for next
thanks
week.
for coming by. Thanks for the follows, the folks that came by.
Yeah. Come by for more homebrew.
Yeah, every
See?
Sunday.
See ya.